Do not take pictures of the building directly behind you. It's going to be easy for media. Do not go after the rock soldier on either side of you. Do not go back to the building for any reason. And please pretty much like the building the same right here. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to conference call.
Can we move here? Or? Okay.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Military Armistice Commission, or MAC building. This is the site where the 4 original types of meetings that were essential for the supervision of the signing of the armistice were held. Today, this is the site for the general officer level talks and meetings. The MAC meetings usually last anywhere between 3 or 4 hours. However, there was one meeting that lasted 11.5 hours. All statements made during the meetings are in 2 languages, Korean and English. This was once done by translators who worked in the translator booths at the north and the south ends of the building. However, these booths are no longer used as the translators simply sit down here at the heads of the tables. You can notice the microphones on the center table here in front of you. They are recorded and monitored 24 hours a day. They also represent the military demarcation line inside the building. So everyone on the far side of the microphones, you are in North Korea. But everyone on this side of the building, you are still in the Republic of Korea in the south. So if anyone wishes to cross between North and South Korea, I'm going to ask you to do so on the far side of the table right here so you do not pass behind or in front of this rock soldier. And also do not go any farther north than the rock soldier on that end of the building. These 2 soldiers are here for your protection, and they're standing at a modified position of Taekwondo, or what the rock soldiers refer to as rock ready. The stance, along with the wearing of the dark sunglasses, is used to present an emotionless posture towards North Korea. If you're going to take some pictures of or even with the rock soldiers, you are allowed to. The only thing I'm going to advise everyone is for your own well-being, is that you don't get too close to the rock soldiers. You don't want to touch them. They are on duty right now. Their job is to make sure everyone leaves here safely. So they're handpicked to work here. They are at least a single black belt in their chosen martial art, which is primarily Taekwondo. However, some of them do study multiple martial arts, and they do have multiple degrees in their expertise. So we only ask you don't interfere with their job, just so they can maintain situational awareness, have a good idea of what's going on around them. If you try to pass either soldier, they will correct you. It's a polite way, but it is forceful. So just to make sure, just make sure you let them do their job. So if you can look here on the South Translator booth, you can see the sign up top with the representative nations for United Nations Command. There was a shelf there with miniature silk flags of those nations until 2001, when the former U.S. President George Bush was meeting the former ROC President Kim Dae-jung. They were in Washington, D.C. as a JDO watched through security cameras back in that booth as 2 KPA guards came inside the building, and one of them shined his boots with the U.S. flag and the other blew his nose into the ROC flag. So that shelf was taken down, and we put up that sign so we could deter behavior like that from North Korea. Over here on the North Translator booth, if you want to look very closely, sometimes I'm not exactly sure this is what I'm supposed to be talking about. But on the corner right here, you can see the paint's rubbed off and worn away. You can notice the white paint that's underneath it. This building is used by both the UNC and the KPA for our visitor tours. Before we allow our visitors access to this building, it is secured, locked, and cleared by these 2 ROC soldiers. One of them will actually lock that door to North Korea, while the other soldier will grab the pistol butt of the first and then brace his foot and hand up against that wall. Because in 1997, when the 1 ROC soldier was sent to lock that door, KPA guards waited outside. They then attempted to pull him over into North Korea. They were unsuccessful in doing so, but it did trigger a higher security response, which is why we now have the 2 ROCs in here. So if you want to take a few pictures in North Korea or ask any questions, I'm going to be over here near the south entry door. It's take about 2 or 3 minutes. We'll have some time in here for pictures or questions. And again, don't set anything down on the tables, and then do not sit in any of the furniture.